Hi, I'm Malin, and I've had a couple weeks break since posting my last video. I guess I kind of needed that time where there was like Christmas and New Year's to kind of intake what was happening and figure out what I was going to do, because the new year has like a certain energy around it. Even though I'm not someone that really believes in New Year, it's kind of like this illusion, and it gives people like this false hope, like, oh, this next year it's going to be a new me, this next year everything's going to change. And oftentimes those changes aren't really lasting. And that's something that I've always been interested about, like what makes something last, wider and what's going to be an actual impactful way that I can help people or that other people can live their lives. And I think I lost sight of that, why I was creating these videos. It wasn't just so that I could reach an audience or earn money online, which is like a great idea. It's something that's really drawn me because I really hate working like these hourly rate jobs. They don't completely suck, but like it kind of really drains your energy, and I really noticed in myself that it was taking more from me than I was getting from it. So what I wanted to do, what I realized I wanted to do, was develop my ideas on life and my philosophies and that, and kind of share these ideas that I've learned. Because on YouTube I've realized there's so much shit. YouTube is full of shit, There's so many people just trying to grab your attention, trying to just entertain. That's not to say that entertainment is bad, but like this shit is made to be addicting, It's made to draw us in, and like, I don't know about you, but I'm someone that can get caught into this loop of education, of entertainment, and just getting addicted to it. Even if it's educational content, just getting addicted to consuming it, because it feels like you're doing something, but you're doing nothing. You're literally doing nothing. And I wanted to provide answers that I feel like nobody else is giving, nobody else is looking at. That, it's not just about hustling and grinding. Like, this is our life, and we're all kind of have these different preferences and these different tendencies. There's not one size fits all. It's kind of fluid and adapting, and I think people are so rigid, especially nowadays. Like, they're all getting caught into these boxes. Like, I identify as this, I am this, and who gives a fuck what you are, because we're all human beings at the end of the day. And we didn't choose to be born. We didn't choose to be alive, but we are, and we should make the most of that. And it's easy to lose sight of that and get caught up in all these little daily little itty bitty things, that don't really matter. So I guess I just wanted to say that I'm going to continue making these videos, sharing my insights and what I've learned, and hopefully I can provide some authentic and real value to people. Because honestly, I was doubting this whole YouTube thing, like, does it actually help people? Like, am I just putting more shit out there, more content that's just getting, over-consumed, over-produced, there's so much of it, it's just excessive. And I thought, well, through my search for this meaningful life, or this purpose or passion or whatever, it's kind of funny, like my passion at the moment is finding the meaning of life or the purpose for life, which sounds really weird because I've spent probably the last at least 4 years of my life just trying to research it, just trying to find out about it. And I was always looking for these answers without realizing that me searching for the answer is the answer. And it's kind of funny how life works out like that. But anyway, this video is a bit scattered because I've honestly been a bit scattered at the moment, and I don't even really have a title for it, which usually I have a title and I have an idea for it, but going forward, I'm consuming higher level information, and I wanted to share that with other people because I didn't have that answer. I didn't have this kind of content when I was younger that I really needed, you know. It was all of these quick fix things that didn't really satisfy me, that didn't really pull me in. And you know, it's because life is so much more fluid and there's so many aspects to it that you can't pin it down to one thing. And I guess I just want to convey that while I'm studying these sorts of things, like about life, about philosophy and these sorts of things, and I want to learn and implement that into my life. You know, I want to be a living example of it. I don't want to just be one of those people that's just teaching and talking all the time. I want to walk the walk. I want to have the proof that I'm living it, you know, because I can talk about all these things. But if I'm not actually doing it, if I'm not implementing it, if I'm not taking these steps, you know, creating these videos, keeping a tidy environment, taking care of my body, and these are things that, you know, take time. You know, you've got to build it up step by step and kind of be aware of yourself as well, you know, and realize like when it's too much, when it's not enough, when you're giving into your feelings or your temptations, and how you can kind of move forward. And at the end of the day, we kind of have these two choices, you know. We can do what's easy, we can do what's comfortable, we can do what we feel like doing when we feel like doing it. And these things can be nice, and they can feel good, and they have a time and a place. But if we live majority of our lives like this, if we spend most of our time doing these sorts of things, then we're not going to be very happy, because we're not creating a life we want. We're not taking the initiative to do what's best for us, which is usually not really what we feel like doing. But if we step into that discomfort and get used to it, and then it starts to become a habit, and then we build on that, and then we build on that, you know, objects in motion stay in motion. And you know, once we start building that momentum, it keeps going and it builds up, and then, you know, we start to create a better vision of what we want our lives to be, and we can start taking more steps towards that. And it's not that we're trying to reach something, it's not that that I'm trying to be something different, because there's parts that we and I have to accept and, you know, enjoy, because this is our life. And if we're always waiting to get something, we feel like, oh, if I just had this answer, if I just had this thing, if I just had that thing, if I had more money, if I had a better body, if I had, you know, access to more women, if I had all these sorts of things, better, more, then we're always chasing like this illusion, you know. It's like a carrot on the stick that's dangling out, and it's in the pursuit of these things, not the need for these things, you know, like the pursuit and enjoying kind of the day-to-day things that come with that, finding what that is and doing that we kind of become happier and we feel better. And I've lost sight of that, I think. So anyway, that's enough of my kind of rambling. It felt a bit all over the place. But stay tuned for more content.